going down to Fort Terminal. Ha, remember that. Hey. We've seen a lot of sandbars on this trip. I mean, when we were driving up, looking over the bridge and everything. Hopefully, it's not going to be too bad. But the water is so low, we really need some rain. Put my hands in the water. Felt really good. I measured the temperature at 80 degrees. She's gotten a couple of different ones, depending on whether it's sunshine and shallower water, which was 78 and 76 in the shade, or it's a little deeper. I'm thinking right down here. This is a really kind of picking your way through here today. The water is good in places, so clear you can see the bottom most of the time, even when it's deeper. But it gets really shallow. Nice breeze right now. I don't know what the microphone is picking up air or not. Probably is, but ooh, this is not looking good. Right to my left is practically no water. I'm afraid it doesn't get better. There's no water down here, Ginger. So peaceful through here. We got a bit more water now than we've had. We haven't had to drag boats or anything for a little while. And nice cool breeze. As you can see, the shade. I think the river's just a touch wider. I think that's an eagle that just flew. We've seen 2 juvenile eagles. Figure out what that was. We've had 2 eagles that are sort of flying ahead of us. I was hoping that we were improving as we go along, but I'm not sure. The river is probably a little wider, which makes our situation possibly a little worse. The water tends to get a little more shallow unless you get some tributaries on the side, and so far I haven't seen but one. So there's not a lot feeding the Tar River today. It's warm, but we've had some breeze. Unfortunately not right at the moment, but it's okay because it'll come again in a few minutes, I think. But as you can see, we're floating right now, so that's good. But if you can see side to side, you can see that it's pretty shallow. It's kind of like ledges, gravel bar or sandbar ledges, not gravel bar, but sandbar ledges. We're just following that eagle, that juvenile eagle, a few minutes ago. Saw him, he flew by us. It went up in the tree, and I could see him from a distance. But by the time I reached the point where I could get a picture, other limbs were blocking the view. And I could see him again. But he's probably going to pass us again. Paul wasn't able to join us today, so it's just Ginger and I, as you probably saw. He had truck trouble on the way to a meetup point in Maysville, and so he couldn't come today. He would have enjoyed this trip. And he probably would have found some wildlife that we hadn't seen yet. He's always finding stuff that we don't see. Don't know how he does that. Just paddled by 3 gar, just swimming along the bank, not breaking the surface, just swimming, just sitting there. I don't think I've ever seen one. I see them jump, but you don't actually see them. More super shallow stuff. I had to use my knuckles to work my way out. I think Ginger had to actually get out. I was lucky. It's a little bit better than the last one I had. Last one, I was nearly ready to give up and get out of the boat, but I made it. So we're coming up on Highway 264. We're gonna scoot underneath these logs. Looks like another sandbar on the other side. Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe right. I don't know. There's a tree in here, but we didn't get over it. I'm over it. Now, which way to go? Good question. I waxed on the boat yesterday. Glad I did that. I think that's a heron in front of me. Yeah, that's what it is. Standing right there in the water. We just stopped for lunch, about 9.6 miles. It was, we were roughly there 10 minutes maybe, 1:25. Now it's 25 minutes to 2. We're over halfway. Today, paddling my P&H Leo. I keep saying Leo, but it's Leo. Ginger's paddling her Leo. I think we found that this is a pretty good boat, you know, for the type of paddling that we're doing like today. You know, some rivers, small rivers, things like that, don't really need a huge, you know, boat. And probably the Virgo is a bit small, but it, you know, it's fine. Also, I wanted to mention too that paddling with, I have a Werner Cypress paddle that was my last paddle that I got. Really like that paddle a lot. I've been using an Athena. Both of them I got as blim seconds, whatever, from Werner, and I got for $100+ off of each one. And the Athena I got for shoulder pain because I was really thinking I was going to have a complete shoulder replacement, and I was trying to figure out ways to prevent that from happening. So I took my I bought the Athena, which they say is more for girls, but it's for anybody really. It's just a small blade, and I didn't really want to go with a Greenland paddle. I could have, but I didn't. I really like to use the Euro blade, so I got that and tried it, and it did good for me. And plus, I do exercises, PT, every day, and I feel like that has helped me so much. Now, the Cypress is a wide blade, and it will bite a big chunk of water, and it will pull, and you can accelerate fast and hard and take off. And so I've been carrying my Athena as my backup paddle now, and using the Cypress for the my main paddle. I've had Kamanos for years and loved those paddles. Then I bought a Callista that I used mostly for sit-on tops where they're really, really wide, because it was a 240 centimeter paddle. My Athena is a 220. The Cypress is a 215. Much shorter, more suitable for the width of the kayaks that I'm paddling most of the time now. But anyway, just thought I would share that information. I like knowing what people use and what works for them, and I feel good with both of those two paddles that I'm using, and the P&H boats that I do have. I feel so lucky to have those boats. And that doesn't look too good. Well, it may be passable. You don't have to wiggle your way through there. Let's check this out over here on the left. It's also dealing with shallow water as well. Seems like since I moved here, how many trestles I've been under and never saw a train. And the past few trips, I've seen trains. Pretty unusual. Don't know why, I never see any, but here he comes. bridges. Old meets new. Old brick piers. Old steel. Concrete on the right. Two more bridges. Pitt Street and I think it's North Green Street. Greenville. There it is. It's 10 minutes to 4. Actually, we got 3 lanes here. It's great. Did not know that. Didn't notice that the other day. I like this a little better over here because it's a little wider. And we're here.